Hello everybody, I'm Barrett Graff, the Antelope Valley Promethean Education Consultant, and in this video we're going to talk about the settings on your panel. Now, you will not have to use settings all that often. In fact, you'll only have to use them for just a few things, and I just want to make you aware of a few options that you have on your panel in settings. So, to get to settings on your panel, you'll go to your locker, and just over here on the left-hand side of the locker, there's that little settings wheel. It's the middle options, and you'll see settings. So just a few things here that will be useful to you. Up at the top is the volume. You don't need to go to settings to get to volume. It's also on the front of your panel, and it's also on your remote control, so no need to go into settings to do that. Just beneath that is brightness. This may be useful to you, right? So you can adjust the brightness of your screen here, and then just underneath that, you can also adjust the contrast of your screen. Now, just below that, you have two options. It says palm mode, and it says second pen mode. Now, the palm mode, by default, you cannot erase using your palm. If you want to enable the feature where you can erase using your palm, you need to let the panel know that you want to do that. I'm a lefty, so I don't like using palm mode, right? Because my palm tends to drag over what I write. So word to the wise if you want to enable that or not. By default, it will not detect your palm as an eraser. But you can enable that, and for some of you that might be handy. It's something you want to do. Just next to that is second pen mode. By default, that is not enabled. What that means is, by default, the panel will not detect the back of your pen as an eraser. I repeat, by default, the panel will not detect the back of your pen as an eraser. So for example, if I go into annotate, right, and I start writing with my pen, right, and I write now with the back of my pen, it's not detecting that as an eraser. Now, if I were to come into my settings and I just enabled second pen mode, right, the front of my pen is still a pen, but now if I turn it over, right, that now becomes an eraser. So again, just an option that you have in terms of how you want to work with your panel. That is in your locker under your settings. Just beneath those two options, you have large mode, which increases the letter size of everything on your panel. So maybe your eyes aren't what they used to be, or you just can't see your panel that well because you're sitting in the back of the room. That is another option that you have. Just next to that is more settings with a whole bunch of technical stuff. Don't worry about that. That's all you really need to know about settings. So if you have any questions about this, you can always reach out to me, your education consultant. And as always, learn.prometheanworld.com is your resource for anything Promethean related. Good luck, everybody.